Okay, time to continue with Mass Effect, everybody. When we last left off, we were heading into the Armstrong Nebula, yeah? Right? I think that's where we were? Yeah, we finished the Voyager cluster, and we're about to head into the Armstrong Nebula. We're finishing off the last couple of these side quest areas. So, in we go to the Armstrong Nebula. Let's go to, I don't know, Gagarin. If I remember correctly, I think all the places in the all the stars in the Armstrong Nebula that have solar systems around there are named after astronauts that have been to space. Thor. Thor is a large terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The surface is mainly composed of aluminum with deposits of nickel. Surveyors found the ruins of a technical civilization near the equator, evidently the colony of an ancient spacefaring race. The ruins have subsided to almost nothing, merely wind-hollowed husks of arcologies and other megastructures. In the center of the ruins was a single column whose inscriptions defied translation for several centuries. When Asari linguists finally managed to translation, the elaborate relief carvings said merely, "Walk among these works and know our greatness." The crude scratches on the base of the reverse side said, "Monsters from the id." Ah, I see. So they were like King Ramses. "Look, O gods, upon my creations, and kneel." Gagarin is named after the cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin. See, I told you they were named after astronauts. Prussia is a relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant with large amounts of hydrocarbons in the middle layers of the atmosphere. When the Krogan rebellions ended 3 millennia ago, the Turian chief of naval operations, a distinguished soldier named Mercury, pronouncing Gagarin. Well, fucking how's it pronounced then? I don't know. Anyway, he disappeared into what was then uncharted territory. I'm gonna pronounce it as bad as possible now because of that comment. It was only 200 years ago that the ship was found on the surface of Prussia's largest moon. It had landed gently and been deliberately shut down. Of Admiral Mercury, however, no trace was ever found. Gagarin? It's Gagarin? Okay, Gagarin. Gagarin from Attack on Titan. Gag him. Sogelris or Sogelris? Sogelris is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The frigid surface is mainly composed of water and ice, which can be plainly seen in the bottom of recent craters. The dark coloration of the surface is caused by a carbon and ferrous material pushed up from the denser core by cryovolcanic processes. Cryovolcanic? Volcanoes that erupt ice. Hey, Nutty K-Slane, what's up, dude? How are you? Antirumgon is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of methane and ethane. The frozen surface is mainly composed of carbon with deposits of calcium. Antirumgon has been used as a crude anchorage for Terminus pirates for many years. The shells of temporary dwellings blasted by Alliance frigate patrols dot the surface, but always the pirates return to ground their ship's drive charges, chip out some ice water, and trade slaves and stories. The deeper layers of Antirumgon's interior are semi-liquid slush due to the presence of methanol. It is thought that bacterium in the deep core create this natural antifreeze. Some species of Terminus pirate drill through the ice crust to recover this natural alcohol. So it's a outpost for rogues and evil doers. And we're just gonna let it chill there because who cares? It's not part of our job. We're not getting paid to deal with it, apparently. Rayangri is a small, barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid, dubbed VOTS by the initial Solarian surveyor team, entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago, and was trapped in a decaying orbit around Reingri. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Reingri. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Asari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruises to observe the spectacle. Really, even though they could get stuff, they're not going to just stop the retrograde or anything like that. They're just gonna let it crash. Okay. Am I a voice actor? Nah, I'd love to be, but nah. Voice acting's cool. So, you know, I try to read things decent. Thanks for the compliment, though. I can voice act hentai for you.
Oni-chan.
Boop. That's a big rock. It looks cool and all, but that's really bad for the environment. No, I'm the ugly bastard character? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense with how I look. Resources have been found. Titanium. You know, I keep forgetting to check with the requisition officer inside of the Normandy to see if he can upgrade some of the stuff I'm having trouble finding, like Tali's armor. I should probably remember to do that. So, reading the little backstory blurb of this place, it does talk about what would happen if a large celestial body, a rock, a moon, anything like that, would come, of decent size, I should say, would come this close to contact with a planet, in that it causes a bunch of cyclonic winds, major tidal shifts, storms start popping up all over the place. And, I feel like while they described how it would act accurately, they haven't really shown how it would act accurately, because this is like a moderate wind at best going on, you know? This is not the massive, colossal tornado winds and the hurricanes and all that stuff happening because of that right there. So they did a good job of telling us what would happen, not a good job of showing us, though. One sec. There we go. It looks cool. Well, seeing the big planet, or moon, I guess it would be, this close does look really neat. That's true. It's one of those, like, one of those situations where while it looks really pretty, it's catastrophically bad for the planet. It's apocalyptic. I shoot boxes. Boxes, no die, okay. What's in this building? storage lockers. Maybe I should do a quick save just to be... Oh, and I got a couple points for Rex. Here, Rex, level up warp to maximum, because why not? And we'll just Krogan Battlemaster you up now. Peekaboo. Oh, it's a husk. Whoops. Rex is over here. There you go. Freaking suicide bombers. They're so elegant as they float through the sky and we shoot them.
Negative contacts, Commander.
How's pure soldier or pure engineer? I don't know about engineer. I know soldier is pretty good. But I'm pretty sure the most popular class is Vanguard for being really, really strong. I'm playing as Adept because personally I like throwing magic at people. And shooting distant. Yes, target practice, quite. Wait, there's more? Uh-oh. No, you don't. Adept is cool. I think Adept gets a few more unique and neat powers in the future games. In Mass Effect 1, some of the biotic powers are a little bit... What's the word? Communal? Like, everyone seems to share a little bit too much of the powers like that, you know? Holy shit, where did you come from? I was not expecting that. No, go away, Geth. Bad. Bad. That scared the crap out of me. Oh my god. Ugh. Anyway, like I was trying to say, I do believe that in Mass Effect 2 and 3, the Adept gets a few more unique powers, being the dedicated mage, to set them a little more apart from the other classes, because every Adept skill can be learned by other classes with the exception of Singularity. And while Singularity is definitely the best skill, the others aren't really bad or anything, so being able to learn them is pretty strong for whoever can. Hi, Geth friend. Time to die. Hold on. We need a different bullet type. We need some... not polonium or incendiary, shredder, tungsten rounds. That'll help. There we go. He just stood there and took it. Apparently his AI malfunctioned. Well, Tali did say they get smarter when there's more around and less smart when there's less around, so maybe he got real stupid after I killed his friends. Peekaboo. Uh-oh. Easy peasy. One to go. You're back here, you're dead. Later, bitch.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Thank you, Tali. Well, the AI in this game isn't particularly great on either side. Generally, the enemy AI working is the enemy AI decides to just rush you as fast as possible. Oh, hey, Covenant dropship. Yeah, drop as many Geth as you want. Why did the Geth team up with the Covenant and borrow their dropships, chat? Hi. Bye. I'm gonna bully this one.
3 more of these outposts left to clear out. This should be fun.
That was good. The Covenant for card up for cash. I guess that makes sense. You know, as we've been playing through Mass Effect 1, I've realized one of the big issues with Mass Effect 1, like really big issue, and that's that there's such a lack of people. The Citadel is basically the only place where you really converse with people, with the exception of a couple of, you know,
I'm on my way.
main quest areas, which we haven't quite done yet. But it's really odd that there's supposed to be, like, plenty of habitable planets that we can find our way to and survey. And we even find some that say they're supposed to have stuff. Even Eden Prime, when we went to it, which is supposed to be a majorly inhabited human colony, basically had no one on it. Now with Eden Prime, you know, we got there a little late and the Geth kind of took care of some of them, but we never really find many people, so a lot of these worlds just seem very barren. And it's fine for some of the worlds to be like this, but for basically every single planet you go to just be a... You might find one outpost to search, and that's it. Planet is kind of rough, especially when we've been to a couple that were, like, relatively habitable or lush, you know? Personally, I feel like it's one of the weaknesses of Mass Effect 1. Like, I can compare it to another BioWare game, like Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR. A lot of people have at least heard about KOTOR and that it's very good. One of the big strengths about KOTOR is that when you go to different planets, there's actual, like, cities and stuff that you can go to on just about every planet you go to. There's local people to talk to, local missions, government, stuff like that. It makes the universe seem more alive. Now, there's nothing quite as grand as the Citadel, where the Citadel is this massive hub that you can go back to and have plenty of different alien races or human races, alien races or humans to talk to and get quests from, but it does a better job of making the universe seem to have habitation to it rather than just one place. And personally, I don't mind exploring, but I kind of want the exploring to lead to something a little bit more impactful than you found some shinier rocks than other rocks. Torashkova. Let's go to Torashkova. Anything in this little asteroid belt? A carbonaceous asteroid with a League of One medallion on it. Oh, wait, before I go, I'm gonna go talk with the requisitions officer and see if we can get an upgrade to at least Tali's armor or something along those lines. Maybe something for Liara, because she's also rocking nothing all that impressive. Okay, he's right here. Yeah.
Looking for supplies?
Yeah, what's up,
Let's see
dog?
what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
The Ryko 9. How's that compared to what I've got? Not as good, but it's pretty solid. Impressively good. The Katana. Stingray. The HMWSR-7 Master Sniper Rifle. Okay, so he's got some of the good stuff TM available to him. So we can certainly get some of those. The Scorpion 4 light armor. That would be an upgrade for Liara. So I think we'll grab this. Because she's real squishy right now with what she's got. So we're going to grab that. Oh no, he doesn't have any Quarian armor. That's unfortunate. Stinger 8. That's a really good pistol. Let's see. The Ryko 9 is actually a little bit better. Perhaps, actually. And you know what? The heatsink capacity is kind of important on a pistol because you shoot a lot really fast. Maybe the Stinger 8 is still slightly better just because of that. Fires in 3-round bursts. Okay. That might be part of why it ramps up the heat so fast. So it'd be fine as like a teammate's pistol. I could give it to Tali. Sure. I use Tali often. We'll grab this shotgun maybe. Let's see, is it better than the HM? Nope. The Spectre shotgun's way better. So yeah, give me that. Give me the Spectre assault rifle too. Alright, that's good. If I go to sell, I can sell some garbo. Like this garbage. Do 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 do. Boo ba doo boo boo, sell some trash. Boo ba doo boo boo da ba ba ba. Keeping the extra rounds. better. I think the Unity amp sucks, so we'll get rid of it. What are you selling? Ah, I'll buy it at a high price. Thank you. Yeah, Krogan armor, I don't need to keep anything because I've already got way better Krogan armor than anything I'm gonna find out in the wild anytime soon. I don't need 3 of those. Okay, we have better tungsten and shredder rounds than the 5s, so I can probably get rid of those 5s if I go back. In fact, we're starting to get up to 6s and 7s. Okay. Go to Liara's locker. Steal her equip her with the new armor. Is this really not better? Wow, okay. That's kind of disappointing. It's not like I gave her anything amazing. Alright then. Go to Talia's locker and give her a battle pistol, though. Battle pistol. Rex, I think the only thing I could upgrade for you would be your assault rifle. Although I think it would probably be better on Garrus for the upgraded assault rifle. And Rex, you've already got the good sniper rifle, yeah? Yeah. Garrus has the good armor on, yeah? Yeah. Okay. We're, wow, honestly, this is a really good armor on its own, too. Predator L7 is nice. It's not quite there. It's close, though. Okay, this is a huge upgrade for Ashley. Here you go. Damn. And I don't use Caden.
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Tell me about him, Rex.
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work. They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
That sounds rough.
I can see why that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
Who got him?
Which one of you made it first?
It was a tie. I brought back his head. She got the rest of him. As far as I know, we both got paid.
Hey, win-win.
Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
So what did you do?
Well, I wasn't going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight. She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
How'd the fight go?
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station, used my entire store of ammunition, had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone, life support was failing, but I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
How about her? She make it
I
out?
assume the Asari Commando didn't make it?
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
How about the Volus? How'd he take it?
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
You're smarter than you look, Rex.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
That was a good story. Thanks, Rex.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Yay! Rex had a fun story for us. Ashley, you got anything for us?
Commander?
What's your opinion?
Not sure I buy Dr.
No, you got
Tassili's
nothing.
story. Too bad those ruins got destroyed.
We'll talk later.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Garrus, how about you, bud?
Commander, I wanted to thank you
Thank me.
What for, Garrus?
for everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me, about not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal, about finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Salion, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
Hey, Garrus. You're a pretty cool
I'm
guy.
glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
So, if you do a Renegade playthrough with Garrus, instead what he thanks you about is teaching him how to be more ruthless, how to pull the trigger without thinking, how to make up your mind as quickly as possible and make sure that the job gets done.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
I've thought, and he escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Don't
Keep
worry,
that in-
Commander. I will.
How to be a sociopath, yes, basically. Commander, I wanted to thank you for teaching me how best to murder people.
Hey, Shepard. Do you need something?
Goodbye.
I should go.
See you later.
Darn, Tali didn't have anything for us, and I don't think Liara will either, but we'll take a double check. Commander, I wanted to thank you. I had Dr. Salian in my sights, but I hesitated. You taught me not to hesitate and to pull the trigger right away. Oh yeah, Caden wiping that sweat off his brow, turning slightly over his shoulder to look at us like,
I've wasted enough of your time for
We'll talk another time.
Man, Mass Effect 1 really lacks relationship options. If you're male, you get to choose Ashley or Liara, and if you're female, you get to choose Caden or Liara. And that's it.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to
Of course, Shepard.
Okay.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Yep, she's got nothing either. I'm pretty sure Liara and Tali will start getting a little more dialogue once we get further into the main quests. But until then, they're probably not going to have a whole lot for us. We did get a couple more codex entries to take a quick peek into, so let's do that, shall we? Oh, options. Let me turn music up all the way right now. Sorry, Commander, I'm busy doing these calibrations. Alright, codex. Alien Council races, Turian's religion. Although Turians have a strict moral code, their belief in individual responsibility means that the concepts of good and evil are simply the individual's choice between egotism and altruism in any given decision. They have no concept of good deities that encourage noble behavior or evil ones that tempt individuals to misdeeds. Turians believe that groups and areas have spirits that transcend the individual. For example, a military unit would be considered to have a literal spirit that embodies the honor and courage it has displayed. A city's spirit reflects the accomplishments and industry of its residents. An ancient tree's spirit reflects the beauty and tranquility of the area it grows within. These spirits are neither good nor evil, nor are they appealed to for intercessions. Turians do not believe spirits can affect the world, but spirits can inspire the living. Prayers and rituals allow an individual to converse with a spirit for guidance or inspiration. For example, a Turian who finds his loyalty tested may appeal to the spirit of his unit, hoping to reconnect with the pride and honor of the group. A Turian who wishes to create a work of art may attempt to connect with the spirit of a beautiful location. Turians enjoy absolute freedom of religion and can practice whatever appeals to them so long as it does not impede anyone's ability to perform their duties. There are many practitioners of the Asari Ciarist philosophy. Since opening dialogue with the Human Systems Alliance, some Turians have embraced Confucianism and Zen Buddhism. Yeah, that sounds kind of close to that. Non-council races, Krogan biology. The Krogan evolved in a lethal ecology. Over millions of years, the grim struggle to survive larger predators, virulent diseases, and resource scarcity on their homeworld, Tuchanka, turned the lizards into quintessential survivors. Perhaps the most telling indicator of Tuchanka's lethality is the Krogan's eyes. Although they are a predator species by any standard definition, their eyes evolved to be wide-set, as in Earth prey species like deer and cattle. Krogan eyes have a 240-degree arc of vision, better suited for spotting enemies sneaking up on them than for pursuit. Physically, the Krogan are nigh indestructible, with a tough hide impervious to any melee weapon short of a molecular blade. While they feel pain, it does not affect their ability to concentrate. They have multiple functioning examples of all major organs, and can often survive the loss of one or two of any type. Rather than a nervous system, they have an electrically conductive second circulatory system. A Krogan can never be paralyzed. They may lose some of this fluid, but it can be replaced by the body in time. The hump on a Krogan's back stores water and fats that help the Krogan survive lean times. Large humps are a point of pride. Being well-fed implies the Krogan is a superior predator. The most widely known biological feature of the Krogan is their incredible birth rate and rapid maturity. Once freed from the hostile cauldron, the Tachunka, the Krogan population swelled into a numberless horde. Only the genophage kept them from outbreeding the combined council races. Now, the rare Krogan females capable of bringing a child to term are treated like strategic resources. Warlords will trade them over diplomacy, or, more frequently, fight wars over them. Yeah, see chat, I'm not fat, I'm just a superior predator. Alright, oh, we'll check the others first. Pentamalrus's atmosphere is very similar to Venus in terms of pressure and temperature. Unlike Venus, however, Pentamalrus's atmosphere has a significant quantity of oxygen, both free and bound in sulfur dioxides. The surface is largely composed of magnesia with deposits of carbon. It is possible, if unlikely, that simple life may be developing on Pentamalrus. Computer modeling suggests that the powerful solar winds from the Tereshkova stars will blow off Pentamalrus's atmosphere in a few million years, lowering the temperature on the surface to -70s. We found some iridium on it. Unsalra is a small hydrogen-helium gas giant. It has unusually large amounts of nitrogen in the upper atmosphere, which glow purple when ionized by the solar winds. Unsalra's convenience as a place to dump drive charge has left its orbit littered with debris dumped overboard by visiting crews. It's a pretty planet. Thejus. Thejus is a terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and krypton. The surface is mainly composed of silicates and deposits of carbon. Thejus is a low mass for its size and is tidally locked to the star Tereshkova A. The temperature difference between the sunward hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates constant gale force winds across the terminator. We found mercury on it. The juice. Somarlon is one of Tereshkova's two outer worlds, significantly removed from the rest of the system, and with unstable elliptical orbits, it is thought they may have formed within 3 AU of the binary stars and were hurled outward due to the instability of such an orbit. Somarlon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with significant quantities of sodium in the upper atmosphere, giving it a distinct gray color. No info on the temperatures or anything like that on it, huh? Malwinner is the second of Tereshkova's outer worlds. It is essentially a rock of unremarkable ores with some deposits of water ice but no minerals of value. The frozen surface is composed of silica. Like the gas giant Somarlon, it is thought that Malwinner formed too close to the Tereshkova stars and was thrown outward by gravitational effects. Computer models suggest it will be ejected from the system in a few 100,000 years. Yeet the planet. And finally, Antibar. Antibar is a cold terrestrial world with an atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron with deposits of magnesium. The world has been noted as a possible target for long-term terraforming. If the atmosphere could be increased to the thickness of Earth's, the global average temperature would rise by 10 degrees Celsius. Antibar's combination of low temperatures, high-speed surface winds, and low visibility make it dangerous to explore on foot. These are some pretty crappy stars that these planets are nearby if they can't even heat the closest planet nearby, you know? Liara Liara Tali. Yeah, Liara Tali. Hey, Bobtron, what's up? And Dark Lunar Dude, how are you? And off we go to the west. Well, this is gonna be a worm. There it is. It's an Alaskan bullworm. Ow. It dead. Oh, there's quite a few dead soldiers and a Geth. Wait a second. That Geth weapon looks familiar. Look at that. It's a Covenant machine gun. Why do the Geth have so many Covenant weapons at their disposal? This vehicle and the human corpses show the telltale signs of Geth weapons fired. The Geth have been mangled by the Thresher Maul. At least they got what was coming to them. Prothean ruins. Ooh. We found a Prothean data disk. Must have been dropped by one of the Thresher Maul's many victims. You know, considering the Prothean data disks and beacons and whatnot are generally things that people might fight wars over, why the hell did I only get 16,000 credits for it? Don't you think those things should be worth more? I mean, maybe it's just me, but ancient, lost, tens of thousands of years alien technology that could provide advancements in science and engineering might be worth a little more than 16K. And then you listen to the, you translate what's on the data disk, and it's just somebody's grocery list. Milk, eggs, sugar. What is this? There we go. We almost got stuck on that rock. Magnesium. Get that first. I have been jammed. Who dares to jam me? Oh, it's popping off over here. They got quite the little outpost, huh? Oofas. Bunk. Just the Colossus left now, I think? Which, if it is, that makes life easy. The Colossus cannot stand before our magical ragdoll technology. I am the alpha male. I must mount my opponent to prove it. We're gonna make Geth babies. Oh hey, there's someone over there. Not anymore. This is the vehicle form of teabagging. Oink. Oh no, it's a Covenant dropship. They dropped elites.
Two outposts done. We're halfway there.
Easy peasy. Yeah, sitting inside my tank makes life easy. Whee! What have we here? Nothing much. Sir, this data disk just says it is Wednesday, my dudes, and then proceeds to show a picture of a frog in ASCII. Oh, we found a mineral deposit. Some lithium. Shepard, this discovery is amazing. It describes something called NFTs and shows that the currency used between the Protheans used to be images of primates from your planet looking very bored. My god, they must have been too advanced for anyone to understand. Or perhaps too stupid. Maybe this is why they died off.